Hi guys, Berry Babe here, wearing my my Chico's blouse. Pretty wild, pretty wild. I love it. Has sleeves you can tab up, but I like them down. I was up a little bit today. I'm still below 143, and I think I'm okay with that. I'm sorry, I came outside and my allergies just went crazy. Before I got in the shower today, I enjoyed looking at my naked body. Do you hear what I said? I enjoyed looking at my naked body. Never in my life did I ever think that I would be able to say that. Now, is everything perfect about it? No. But whoa, it's like, wow. You know, and I've had plastics, okay? Had my arms done, had my thighs done, had my stomach done, had my boobs done. I'm looking at, I have a lot of fat that just hangs on my back, and when he fixes my breasts, I'm looking at having that clipped. Although, having lost so much, if this breast weren't smaller than this breast, because he trimmed this one, I might be inclined just to let it go. But I still will meet with him and see what's going on. So today's HAUMP day. Not only is it Wednesday, now Wednesday doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I'm retired as far as HAUMP day. But it is day 11 of P3. It's HAUMP day. And I think it is definitely, not I think, it's definitely a new record for me. 11 days on plan, and I don't have any plans to go off. Now, yesterday was a rough day. I went out to run errands. I got my allergy shot, and my husband wanted to go along, and I took those dresses back to Kohl's, and when he comes, he's innocuous. It's not like he's a pain in the ass or anything. It's just, you don't follow the whim. I didn't stop and shop at Kohl's. I just took the dresses back. I had run into the health food store to get some collagen protein, but they were out. I had a coupon, but I came home and ordered it on Amazon because it was cheaper. So they lost my business because they didn't have what I needed. So then we went to Sam's. Now, Jimmy Moore, the keto guy who has the Keto show, I think it's called, and another low carb show, talked about liking this Haggerty sausage, and they sell it at Sam's, and we happen to have a membership at Sam's. So I looked and looked and looked and had a real hard time finding it, and I ended up buying some Bob Evans that has 0 carbs sausage, but it has MSG in it. And I did happen to listen to the Bulletproof Diet, and he was talking about how awful MSG was. So I'll eat this, and then I'll try to find, I might have to go to a custom blend place. We have a place in town that sells grass-fed beef and pork and that sort of thing, and I may have to look into that. But his sausage not only had MSG, but it had BHT and a lot of other stuff. So I think that this is a better choice, and it was a lot less. It was just one of the long rolls. But I kind of followed. So I saw the Bob Evans in Lady's Cart, and I stopped her. I said, "Excuse me, can I look at that?" She handed it over, and I said, "Where'd you get it?" She told me. So it's like you can make friends at Sam's. But I did find, there are 2 things, food porn. These are called Parm crisps, and these are called Parmesan cheese crisps. Now, I don't know where the open one is of this. These are very small, very light. Here's the picture on the back. These were at Aldi's, $2.77. And it's 1.5 tablespoons or 5 grams for 25 calories. I don't know what that means. They seemed high to me. It's Parmesan cheese that's been fried and crisped. Now these at Sam's are on sale this week. but they're $9.75 or $9.79, and then they were $2 off a bag, and you could get 4 bags. And these are the little chips. They're very thin, and they're very Parmesan-y. I mean, I can smell them over here. And they are 15 crisps for 100 calories, 7 grams of fat, less than 1 carb, 9 proteins. So just to sit and eat them, they're not good like Happy Dobby's almond Parmesan crackers, but they will be useful. I was thinking about putting them down like mini pizzas or something like that. They would hold up the crunch. You could make little bite-sized pizzas, I suppose, just with a piece of pepperoni. I was thinking about that with just a little shake of Italian seasoning with a little mozzarella on it, maybe a pepperoni on top, or pepperoni on the bottom. I don't know. I have some pepperoni that I cooked I took most of the fat out of pepperoni chips. But I came home in a bad mood. I was in a really bad mood. There was so much senses overload. In order to get to the groceries, and I was looking at the sausage, and I did end up getting some Kerrygold soft butter and some Kerrygold cheese. I don't know if I'm going to like that, but I got some uncured ham, and I looked at the uncured bacon, but I decided to hold off on that. I got some pre-cooked bacon. I thought it's good to have that on hand. Hopefully I won't have to beat my husband with this stuff. But when we go to DC in October, I've made the reservation, and we have a microwave in the room, so I can cook. I can heat up my broth. I can cook bacon. I could even cook eggs if I wanted to. So I'll have to start thinking about planning. And I have a tub. We call it the picnic basket. It's a big plastic tub with handles on it that we used to always take when we would travel, and we'd stop at a picnic grounds. That would go in with us and the kids, and it would have plates and cups and wipes and tablecloth and anything you might need, silverware, once you were sitting at the picnic table, knife, scissors. And we don't use it a whole lot anymore because we don't really picnic, just the two of us, and we have the trailer. So anyway, I digress. So I came home and I was in a foul mood. This keto, no carbs, sucks. You know, you get to eat a lot of, I just had a rough day yesterday. It seemed like the fat, it was just like so much fat, and I still am not getting in enough fat, and you have to have the fat. You have to have more fat than protein. Now my ketonics came, and I'm 5 red blips. That's good. Being in the red is good. It starts blue, green, yellow, red. So red, and my meter was 3.3 or 2.2 this morning. So red is good. Red indicates, I think it was 3.3, I'm solid in ketosis. But I don't have that hum yet. And I just listened to a chiropractor on YouTube that talked about, if you don't have any of the meters, how do you know you're in ketosis? Because if you're checking your blood glucose, and the whole point, one of the big points of ketosis is to even out your blood glucose so you don't insulin spike, because it's the insulin that drives the fat into your cells. So if you keep your glucose low, then chances are good you'll keep your insulin low, unless you're eating things like artificial sweeteners, they say raises your insulin. Even without your glucose coming up, if you can keep your glucose. And he says ideal glucose, even after you eat, 1 or 2 hours after you eat, is between 50 and 80. Now when you dip below 80, if you're not in ketosis, you'll feel like crap, because you'll start, your blood sugar starting to bottom out, you're having a hypoglycemic reaction. So for those of you blood glucose meters and strips are relatively inexpensive compared to the blood ketone meters. So if, like he said, if you get to 80 or below and you feel really good, then you know you're in ketosis. He also advocates for some people doing carbs once a week or whatever, because he says thyroid's lousy, adrenals are lousy, you may need to build up, you may not be ready to go full ketosis, blah, blah, blah. But what and Donna, I'm talking to you because I'm not going to be able to email you for a while. If your blood glucose is 80 and you're feeling really good, then your chances are good you're heavy in ketosis. Anyway, so I came home from Sam's, and I had bought all things that were appropriate for the diet, and I hadn't bought all that crap that you walk past. Just like open it up, stick your face in it, kind of want to do things. And I am not an adventurous eater. You know, years and years ago, back in the late 60s, Weight Watchers, my mother did, and she would take bread and whip it in the blender and make pancakes out of it and things like that. I'm doing okay with the cream cheese egg pancakes, but I can't go too far. I don't do protein shakes for fun because throw a bunch of crap in there. I'll do chocolate milkshake, but other than that, I don't even do chocolate milk. That's why when I do my protein shakes, I just suck them real fast. So I see my time is running out. I'm sorry, I've been all over the place. So I ended up, I was feeling deprived, so I had bought some low-carb spaghetti sauce, but I just wanted something that tasted familiar. So I had browned hamburger in the freezer. I got that out, and I took a jar of regular ragu and I doctored it just like I usually do. And then I put in half again as much meat so it was thicker, and I divided it into 6 portions. Usually ragu divides into 5. So I was able to say, okay, this piece is, this container is worth this many carbs because it's familiar. Now I don't, you know, I haven't tried it on spaghetti squash. I haven't tried it with the miracle noodles. I did dip these cheese crisps into it. Not too bad. I have full fat mozzarella, and I tried melting some of that on top with some other Parmesan. And my husband came home. He says, "Oh, it smells good." Well, I had put it all, the rest away. I ate 4 bites, and then I handed it over. It was like, the hamburger's taste was too strong, or, you know, usually I put like Ritz crackers in it and spaghetti, but it was familiar, and I know that I have familiar. And what I'll do next time is lay it out. I have some little dishes that are like this, and I'll lay it out, and I'll make like a mini lasagna out of it, just with the cheese on it, so the cheese gets hard and crusty on top. I tried to fry some cheese in the oven, and that full fat mozzarella just watered all over the place. So today I started using, I had gotten some MCT oil, which is the coconut oil that they refine further, and it's called Brain Active, and it's by the guy that does the Bulletproof diet, and it's supposed to be a more pure, energizing brand. So I did a dose of that today, because what I realized was I did regular coconut oil at night. And I thought, you know, I need to do more. I need to get my fat up. So I did one in the daytime. But he says start at 1 teaspoon, because you might be in trouble if you started a tablespoon. But I started at a tablespoon, and it's already been through. I did okay. I'm wearing beige pants. It's like I'm really hoping I'm not going to come home with different colored pants. But I didn't do an afternoon dose, but I ordered some more of that because it was very smooth. And then they have some that's a little less refined. It's supposed to increase your energy, so I've done it 2 nights, and that may be why I've had trouble falling asleep. So I'll need to be careful with that. So, well, I'm doing well. I'm running out of time. One day I'll learn how to go beyond 15 minutes, but I have one thing I want to talk about, so I'm going to come back, but I'm going to talk only about that. So tonight's the picnic. I'm going to have a chicken, and I'm taking my own Jell-O and my own whipping cream, so I'll be good to go. Bye.